All right, hustlers, I'm going to let a few people come in. All right, well, I'm going to get started. I promised you, hustlers, I promised that I would be out here for you, and I'm here. There's no excuses. We're here to get to the bag. I use the software Tactical Arbitrage. I'm going to demonstrate that. And like I said, I promised that I was going to come out here every day that I possibly could. And I meant it. The purpose is to show you how to use the software. But of course, I like for you to actually leave with something. Something actionable where the software is utilized to help you find products. And my thought is, hey, why don't we do it together right now? I got videos that talk all this other stuff, theory and what could be and the possibilities. And look at me. This is about you. So let's see. All right. I appreciate the likes. But what we're going to do is we're just going to get started. So what I'm going to do is share my screen and just sort of show you exactly how did I set up these searches. So this is what tactical arbitrage kind of looks like when you get to the home screen, you could call it. And guess what? They make it really, really easy. You know, I was out. I was picking up product today from the warehouse. And that's what it looked like. I couldn't get it all into my car because you guys know I drive a minivan. I couldn't even get it all in there. We got to go back. But just to give you an idea, that's what I was up to today. But now back to the software. I went right here. You see where it says find beauty products on Target. I did that. All you got to do is click start. It sets everything up. You can set your filters if you want. I definitely do not recommend a lot of strict filters. As a matter of fact, somebody reached out to me. Oh, I guess it was just yesterday. Matter of fact, there's the number if you guys ever need me. He had a question, and we didn't have to get on the phone. He just texted me, and he said, "Hey, I'm not getting any results." And it turns out that most likely he just had his filters too tight. You got to leave it open enough for you to get something to look through. You know, I can tell you right now, guys, you got to understand to use this software, you got to be willing to put in the work. You are literally finding a needle in the haystack, and they're there. There are needles out there. But I did on Target, see where it says find beauty products. I clicked on that. I think I did this one too. Find toys on Walmart. So let's see what we got going on here. So yeah, while we're working, I want you to remember we're searching together right now, but this is active Q&A. If you got questions, throw them in the chat, please. This is what I'm here for. When you give me questions, it gives me something to sink my teeth into, and it lets me know that somebody out here is getting something out of this. And you speak up, then I know, all right, I got somebody I can mentor. I can just do a master class, right? You can get my attention. You got me. Hey, there's my man. Yeah, you know what? I couldn't help it. And it's weird because me and you go back a long time. It took I'm in my 8th year out here, and it took this long for me to finally, realize, okay, this is what I need to be doing. This is where I'm the most comfortable. And I think this is where I'm the most impactful. So thanks, man. If you didn't give me a like, give me a like just for the algorithm. It ain't gonna do much, but I still appreciate it. So thanks so much. So then what you can do is see up in this upper right, you can click search history, and then you can actually see my computer is slow. Normally I'm not on the internet at this time of day. And on a Friday, man, this server is probably fried. But here you can see that product search going. The other one completed already. But what we're going to do is get into the search. Now, what you'll notice is I decided, let me go to the top. What I did was in the category, because you see all these columns in the category, I just went kitchen and dining. And you can see I'm on page 11 right now. And we're just going to see if we can find anything. And that way you can just kind of see things as I see them and learn to source the way I source. The idea is that you would get similar results. And you know what? You guys may know that Three Colts, the company that owns Tactical Arbitrage, they've come out with a very, very reasonably priced total suite. I mean, I think it may be, we'll take a look at it. I think it's like maybe, hold on a second. What is it called? I'll tell you in a second. But it's called 360. I just can't remember the complete name of it. But you get like 10 different softwares with it. I want to say Seller 365. Let's see. Seller 365. Yep. So you figure for the basic, I guess, it's basically $70 a month. And you get all these different Tactical Arbitrage, Scout IQ, Scoutify, Scout X, Smart Repricer, Feedback Whiz alerts, all kinds of stuff. You see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, 10. You get 10 apps. And I'm going to be, hey, thanks, Karen. I'm going to be getting into that. And of course, I'll be teaching all that crap. We're going to learn together. So I'm just going to get right back to work. Anybody, hold on a second. And I'm just going to sort of talk you through the way I'm looking. I'm kind of cheating a little bit, but you see this column right here? This has the number of people that are on the listing. It's getting tough out here. So if I only see one one person, then I know it's probably a private label item. If I only see two, I'm already looking sideways. And then look, immediately I can see right here, restricted. That's why you got to remember how you set this up. Drag your columns around so that you can have things that you like to look at a glance, right? So I'm just scrolling, and as you can see, one. Now I see five, and then the next thing I do is I look to see if it's restricted. I don't see that, like right here. See how this one says restricted? Then I'm looking at the pictures, and this is the reason why I got my pictures side by side. That don't quite match. Then I'm looking at the price on Amazon versus the price at the website. I don't know if this is on correct. No, this is at Target. So that is on clearance. Now this price wouldn't work anyway. I'm just kind of looking. I tend to look sometimes just because I like kind of learning what's out there and what kind of prices are going. Sometimes you'll click and the price might be different and it may be better. So, you know, it's not a bad idea to go ahead and click. Let's see. So again, I'm going to pull into view because I want to be able to see how many people are on the listing. I want to see if it's restricted. Sometimes you won't get a price. I hate it when they do that. And you can filter that out if you want. But typically when there's no price, when you click on it, it's going to be expensive anyway. So what you could do, you could say, see where it says price, and this is the price from the website. You could go from $1 and then on up. That way, if there's nothing in the price, it ain't even going to show it. But of course, once you add that filter, then it's going to take you all the way back. Now we're back to page 1. So I'm just going to kind of get through page 1 real quick. Then we move over to page 2. Let's see. Again, we're looking to see how many sellers. Then we're looking at the restrictions. Then we start looking at the price. I probably wouldn't spend no money on this, but see, then you got to start getting into all these dimensions. It can be a lot. Now you notice when I hovered over the Amazon title, there I got the dimensions, 12 by 18 by 4. And this is it. So they're wanting 61, 62. And like I said, I probably wouldn't get into this anyway, but just to be looking. See there? No good. All right. Make sure you give a thumbs up, guys, if you out here with me. And throw something in the chat if you haven't already. Be recognized. Let me know who out there. What's your city? You part of the working class hustler family. We trying to get to the bag. Actually, we ain't trying. We getting to it. It takes time, but we getting to it. This probably ain't no good. Let me see something. Yeah, see, I only see. I bet you this is one person, and they're on. Well, it's Amazon. Let me see. Now hold on. Now. Just taking a look. I don't think this is any good. Antoine Wilkins from Memphis, Tennessee. What's going on, man? I appreciate it. Let me know if you got any questions. Let me know if you already have your Amazon account or if you're just thinking about it. Tell me a little bit about yourself, and I'll know better how to help if I can. Yeah, this would be oversized anyway. I'm like, All right, let's see what's going on here. I'm gonna scroll over. So you got to watch your sizes because that could be different. And this didn't work anyway. This was probably sometimes you got to think about your gift cards and stuff like that. Other than that, this is the same price. Let's see here. See, these are all probably private label. These would be good, but they don't seem to have them. You'll click on there and you'll see not available. But we're going to get a little deeper. All right. Let's go to page 3. See, this is why I have my images right side by side. Right away, you can see that's different. Let's see. That's restricted. Oh, look at that. See, when you got 31 sellers on there, you probably got some, although this is way out of the price range I usually work in. Let's see something here. Now, this column will tell you the estimated monthly sales. And remember, that is just an estimate. Sierra. I used to source from them a lot. It's out of stock. I tell you what, hustlers, you guys know I'm in the grocery and gourmet category, and that's where we're gonna end up. Because I was like, I'm out here doing this for you, thinking, all right, let me see if I can find some stuff that they might want. It's tough out here. I've been in the grocery and gourmet category. People got to eat. All this stuff right here, man, I used to literally be able to jump on here in 5 minutes. I'd have probably 5 products that I could give away, just share with you guys. It's tough out here in these categories. Swan says, I'm an over-the-road truck driver, been driving 8 years, have an individual account, haven't made any sales yet, though. No problem, man. I salute you, bro. You know I drive truck myself. I'm not over the road. I'm a local driver, but still, there's a special place in my heart for truck drivers such as yourself. And keep up the good work. I speak very highly of truck drivers, and I'm just yakking along as I'm searching. But there's one thing about truckers, man. They are not afraid of work. You say you've been trucking for 8 years. I'm trying to think. Maybe the whole time you've been trucking, we've been on digital logs. Were you trucking when we still had paper logs? My point is this. When I talk about truckers not running away from work, before we went to digital logs, you would have truck drivers running with 5, 6 log books. And they would do that not so that they could get away from work. They would do that so that they could constantly work. Truckers be trying to get to the bag, and they're not real excuse type people. They just find ways to do stuff. And if it's about money, it's making sense to them, you know. Karen is asking about that cup from Target. Probably it was this one, this Hearth and Hand. Oh, that's good. You know what? When I see this, when it's unavailable on Amazon, I'm like, yeah, I could probably rock that. But the problem was I did not see it available at Target. Now, remember, hustlers, you don't have to stop there. All you got to do is right click on the image, go to search with Google Lens and see if something comes up. You may find another place that has it. I don't know if you could make it work price wise, but that's the kind of work you can do. You don't have to necessarily just stop because the store that you were searching doesn't have it. Let's see. Karen says Hearth and Hand sells great on Amazon. So keep that in mind. But yeah, that's something you guys can get into if you want to go down that rabbit hole. It would be worthwhile. Learn your brands, work in those brands, and then extend yourself in those brands. When I went to the warehouse, that's what it looked like today because I learned this brand. I got into this brand. I extended myself into this brand, and then I got a wholesale account with this brand. Now, that happens to be some potato chips. Maybe you don't want to sell potato chips, but my point is this. You gotta let your journey with arbitrage, let it eventually lead you to a particular brand, a particular category that you like, because then you can stay in that particular brand, that category, whatever, and you can learn it. It's a game. Money is a game, guys, and you got to learn to master it. Okay, learn to play it. But like with any game, how do you play? Well, you learn the rules, you develop a strategy, and then you implement the master, and then you shall rule the world. But I digress. All right, let's see now. Let me see. Man, we only got 4 likes. So I hope if we got people out here, they help us out for the algorithm. Give us a like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. We need you. I'm just working. No questions, hustlers. Let me know. Don't forget, if you need me, shoot me a text. If we need to hop on a call, we will. Don't forget, sign up for the Snackfood Symposium, absolutely free. Don't forget, sign up for the free Tactical Arbitrage course. All the stuff you've seen me do, full built out course, cost you absolutely nothing. Like Ashford and Simpson said, don't cost you nothing. Take a chance as you go. Don't cost you nothing. If you like it, come back for more. This is a live question and answer. So if you got any questions, let me know. In a minute, I'm going to go over the steps that you need to take once you start to lock in on a product and you think, okay, this might be a good product. So when we lock on one, we're gonna get into all that. Hey, that's what's up. Antoine says, I'm willing to sell whatever I can at this point. That's the way it starts, and that's the beauty. Bruh, you have to. You ain't got no choice. You gotta sell whatever they're gonna allow you to sell. That's the beauty of it, because you don't really know what you like. And this forces you to try different things. And then eventually you might decide you like clothing. Then you may further niche down to shoes or hats or sportswear or something. You know what I mean? And then you master. Well, you know what? Look at this right here. This one I looked at earlier. So basically, what you're looking at is this Contigo steel travel mug, and it's the gunmetal color. Now, after I look at that, then I usually go right to the Keeper chart. And when you see all that velocity like that, you know this product is selling. But then we start to go over our steps, right? Now, what do I mean by that? Okay. The first thing you got to do is pick a software to do the heavy lifting. We already did that. We're using Tactical Arbitrage. The next thing we want to do is make sure that you can make a profit. So how will we do that? Now, a lot of people just plug in the numbers with some software. Believe it or not, hustlers, believe it or not, you're talking to a guy who's generating over $30,000 a month. Actually, if you watch, I think 2 videos ago, I think we had like 46,000 or something like that. I just forget, or at least close to 40 when you count Walmart and Amazon. But the point is this: I still do my calculations by hand. So I'll take well, first of all, you know what? You got 6 people selling this. Open it up, and you'll notice the buy box is this guy for $25, but he's prime. That means, let me see who that is. He's sending the inventory into Amazon. I'm not going to do that. Then you got somebody at 26. You don't have to be the cheapest all the time. You know, you might start out at 26.73. Now you could, real quick, what you could do, if you have the paid version of Keeper, you can go data, you can go offers, and you can say sold in the last 30 days. Look at this guy sold it at the price of $32. 5 of them sold at $26.04. 3 sold at $25.11. 2 of them sold at $26.73. You see what I'm saying? So other people go out of stock. Now look at, open this up, and with the paid version, see that 5, that's telling you how many that person has, how many this person has in stock. You know, they got good amounts, but you know what? Let's see how many drops they get a month. Let's get that out of here. Man, these could be gone before you know it. And then if you have to adjust the price later because it's not moving quick enough, you can always lower the price. But let's just say you got in, and you probably can't see my calculator. Let's say you got in at $26.73. Take out 15%. That takes me down to $22.72 before tax. I'm going to pay $11.49. I don't know what your tax situation is. I got to pay 6% because I'm in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, but I'm going to ship it myself. I got $11.23 to play with. I already know this little cup is going to ship for under £1. So I already know I'm not going to pay more than like $7. All right. So that's going to leave me with like $4.23. The box might cost me, we'll say the box might cost me 25 cents or something, whatever. So basically, I'm going to make about $4 at that price. Well, I'm okay with that. You see what I'm saying? Because a lot of times you're gonna walk away. If you model after me, you're gonna walk away with like 15-20% margins. But look at the kind of numbers I'm doing in 30 days. Actually, let me see something. If we just go, this is my year to date. Okay. See what that says year to date right there? 87,000 already. So if you're doing 20% of 80, what did we say? 87,000. Man, we getting close to 90,000. Bruh, y'all, this is the reason why I'm out here with you right now. Hold on a second. All right. So what's the next step? Follow along. Decide whether you want a merchant fulfill or FBA. Listen, we can get into a whole discussion about it. And you know what? We should, but not now. All right. That's going to be your decision, but I can help guide you. If you're on the fence, text me. Let's talk it over. Determine if you can sell the product. Now, remember, you're going to link the software to your account, and all you got to do is click, and it'll tell you, like right here, it says, great news, your account has no obvious restrictions. Now, remember, before you make that purchase, I would attempt to go into my Amazon Seller Central account, and I would attempt, don't go through with it, but I would attempt to create or jump on the listing, because there it may go, no, even though the software said that you could. Okay. Check if it's, make sure you're not dealing with hazmat if you're trying to send the inventory in FBA, which is fulfilled by Amazon. If you fulfill it, it don't matter. You might use something like IP alert, or you might just stay away from listings where you don't see a lot of people on there. Okay. Make sure you do your further analysis. You checking product rank, star ratings, number of selling sellers, FBA versus merchant fulfilled sellers. Is the buy box suppressed? I personally like suppressed buy box. Check the stock. Remember we did that. Review your graphs. Remember we looked at the keeper chart. Decide how many you're going to purchase. Now that decision might be, hey, look, I got to purchase enough to where I get free shipping. But remember, we're on target. You might decide, you know what? I really don't want to start with that many. It might take me and I'm just throwing this out there, it might take me purchasing 10 of these to get free shipping, and I don't want to take that risk. You know what? I'll start out small. I'll go to the store and pick it up. Most people do have a Target in the area. You're looking online, and it's going to tell you, it's going to tell you if, see, like this, pickup, not available. Delivery, check availability. See, I have to sign in, but shipping I can get. When you're making the decision of how many to purchase, that's one of the things that you're looking at. If it works for you, you wash, you rinse, you repeat. Karen says we also have to watch out for generic listings now. Is that something new? Or is that what we were talking about? Because I even got burnt on that. I would say in most cases, when you're looking on Amazon and right there under brand, where it says Contigo, on some listings, it might say generic. Now, what I have found is that Amazon won't even let you create a generic. They won't let you jump on an existing generic branded product, but they will allow you to list generic, and that's where I got into trouble. Let's see. What did you say, Karen? There's both private label and generic. Generic is new. Okay. So yeah, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to throw the link to Amazon out there. And I'm going to throw the link to Target. Now, you got to make sure you got the right product, right? Look at this is the Contigo Byron 2.0 stainless steel. Now we're looking at the 16-ounce gunmetal, right? We got to make sure Byron 16-ounce gunmetal. Yep. Look at those pictures. That's actually a nice looking mug, although the knurling on that looks a little different. Look at that. Don't that look a little different? Now, would the customer complain about that? I don't know. I'm the type of person, I would take that chance. You might not. Okay. We're going to look at another one real quick. Let's see. All right, hustlers. I am only seeing 5 likes. We got to get that up for the amount of people that I'm seeing out here. That's not a bad keeper chart. So this is the ELO or LO 11-ounce Jones vacuum insulated stainless steel travel mug. It's the 11-ounce and the color is marble. Now, this is what you call a suppressed buy box right here. There is no, for the customer, he can't just say add to cart. He's got to open this up. He's got to look at everybody that's selling it, and he's got to make a choice. How he makes it, the world may never know. So I like suppressed buy box. Right there, that tells me they're selling it at a higher price. The sellers are getting a higher price, and Amazon doesn't like it. So Amazon tries to punish us by saying, well, you guys are selling it too high, and we don't want to strand all of your listings and stop making money. So we're going to take away the buy box so you don't have anything to fight over. I like it when we don't have a buy box to fight over. Because when you have a buy box, then people want to control the buy box. I hate it. Let's see. So when we open it up, we start out at like $23.98, $23.99. So basically, we started like $24. We go up to 25. And when you look on Target, you see it for before tax. If you have tax in your state, you see it for $12.99. Now, you might get into things that can help you, like Rev ROI. I don't know. I can't show it on my screen. I don't know why I won't show, but probably because you can't. Well, I can put my cursor on it, and then you can see it. But it's an extension, and I don't know. My extensions just don't seem to work. I don't know why. They don't show on the screen. But the point I'm making is you can figure out any cash back, figure out any gift cards that you could buy from Target, and see if you can get it a little cheaper. But once again, I'm going to do my old school calculations. $23.99 minus 15%. That leaves me with $20. It's going to cost $12.99. That leaves me with $7.40. You know, there's a couple ways you could deal with a product like this. You could either pass on it. You could say, okay, I'm going to list it at a higher price. Again, this is what are you doing at that point? You're looking at the current stock. You're going into your keeper chart. You go in data, and I don't know how long that's going to take. You're going offers, and all you want is new. And you're looking. It looks like in the last 30 days, the only ones that sold was Prime. Now, what that would tell me is, okay, if I'm going to sell this, because I don't really care for FBA, if I didn't pass, the only way I could sell this is if I could go significantly lower. So then this would be something if I found them at some discounted store or something. Other than that, the only way I could get in would be as if I was going to send them in. I'm just not really about that right now. That may change. I've said it was going to change before, and then I didn't like the system, so there's that. Make sure you get your questions in, guys, if you need to. We got about 15 more minutes. Let's see. All right, let's get out of this. Now watch what happens. I'm going to leave it. No, I'm not. Watch this. Well, you know what? Here's what I was going to do. I was going to leave Target. I was going to go to Walmart. And then I was going to change the category to my category, which is food, grocery, and gourmet. But I'm going to leave it at Target. I'm going to deselect all of this. I'm going to come down to grocery and gourmet. I'm going to apply that. And then we're going to start looking. Actually, you know what? This is pulling Walmart and Target. Let me see some. Actually, it's pulling all kinds of people. Let's open this up. Let's deselect. And then let's just go Target, Walmart. And let's see what we get. Now you'll notice in the grocery and gourmet category, you tend to see a lot more sellers on these products. Now, guys, you got to get your mind right, because when you're talking grocery and gourmet, it's a lot more things going on, right? You got to think about expiration dates. You got to think, and that's going to knock you out of FBA a lot of times. So get your mind right. Oh, these probably taste good. Now remember how I was doing it. You got 7 people on here, and they're all merchant fulfilled. You notice? See, you in a different ballpark. But you're talking about a bag. We're going to double check this, but just at a glance, you're talking about a bag of Sun Chips made with black beans, Southwestern queso, 7 ounce, for $12.65. And you'll say, I ain't paying no $12.65 for no bag of chips. I get that. But this ain't about you. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Let me see. Let's open this up. It don't want to open for me. So this guy's 1021 with free delivery. I don't know how he's doing it. This guy is $4.50, but then he's charging $6 for shipping. And then you got a local grocery store in my area. You might not see this depending on where you're located. Then I do a quick look at the keeper chart. Let me see, how much is Target getting? It ain't available. This, I don't see this. I'm in this category, and specifically potato chips. I don't see this too much. If you could get your hands on this, that would probably be good. I don't sell enough coffee products. I should, but I don't. Let's see. Man, you got 28 people selling this. That means this is a good one. Oh my, look at that. You know what? Let's look at our data. Let's look at our offers. See, this dude sold in the last 30 days. This dude sold 9 of them for $13.49. This dude sold 40 of them at $17.70. But if we just look at the history, let's see here. All right, so it was higher back here. Let's see. So my oops, I didn't mean to do that. Let's see. I don't see 28 people on this. And it's coming from Target. I don't know about that. That's not gonna work. You got to get it cheaper than $8. There's not enough margin in that. Keep your eyes out though. You might find it at Ollie's or something like that. That's a clear the shelves type product. You get in where you fit in, and then you got to get out. Let's see. I sold these back around Halloween. I didn't go deep, but those sell your holiday candies. Let's see. Hmm. What is this? 12 pack? I already know that ain't gonna be good. Because when you go, there you go. Popcorn is always a good one if you can get the numbers right. It's not as easy. 32 ounces. So that's already gonna be that's a big box. That's already gonna be by the time you box it up and everything, you probably looking at 3 pounds. You got to think about that. Those are the types of things you learn uh as you get in, further and further into the business. You'll get there. Hmm. I was just talking about these Shirley Temple 7 Ups in my private group last week. Let's see. What? What is this? You never know what rabbit hole you're gonna go down. Never mind. Pack of 5 and it's only $8. Ain't enough on that. Let's see. 12 pack. Mm-hmm. All right. What is this? Not enough. Not enough on that. Hmm. That ain't no good. Cereal is always good. But if I could believe, well, you know what? This is unavailable. The software is saying this box was selling for $15. Nah, that ain't what I'm seeing. I don't know where they were getting that. Cereal is always good, by the way. If you can make the numbers work. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything sold. I probably would. I probably would. I'd be very strategic if I was going to try that one. But sometimes, guys, that's what the gold is. The diamond in the rough, it don't look like much when you first pick it, right? So that's a great analogy, because what you got to learn how to do to be successful, you got to learn how to recognize a diamond when it's in the rough. When it's bright and shiny, everybody want it. Tim says, yo, you. Tim, I was waiting to hear from you because I went through my phone and I couldn't find where you had tried to reach me. So here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do, Tim. You're going to text me to this number right now. That way I know you're dialing the right number. 717-919-1650. Text me to that right now, sir, please. I was like, where's he at? Then, of course, I went back to the live. I clicked on the link to go to your channel. I clicked on the About Me, and there was no way to contact you there. I thought maybe I could get an email address or something. All right. In the meantime, while I'm waiting on that text from Tim, let's see. What is this? Okay. See, this is why it's good to have your images right next to each other. That ain't a match. All right. Now, what I'm doing when I'm looking at these, I'm going right to I'm looking at these two columns right here. This is the buy box price if it had a buy box, and this is the price at the store. And this would be great, which is probably why it's restricted. And they won't even let me apply for this. So there's that. This might be interesting. Because you start to get, I mean, the margins aren't there, but this is like an Indian spice. You sent it? Why don't I have it? I'm checking my phone, man. It's not on there. Let's see. Go ahead and dial it. Call me. See if it come through. 28-ounce pack of one. It looked like it acted like it was going to ring and then it stopped. What the heck is going on here? There you go. Yo. What the hell was going on? All right, but now I got you. So when we done with the live, we can get up. All right, in a minute. All right. All right, cool. Antoine says, "Do you have any more spots in your private group?" Well, here's the deal. Technically, no, but I've been known to open it with the right people. And just the fact that you're out here with me right now tells me you're probably one of those people. So if you're really interested, text me. Let's hop on a call. Let's see if you're a good fit, because I got to make sure that I can give you exactly what it is that you're after as well. So yeah, shoot me a text. Let's hop on a call. Let's talk it over. I might be able to work you in. All right. But anyway, back to this before we wrap it up, because we're going to wrap up. I'll give it maybe 5 minutes and then we'll wrap up. So let me do my old school calculations on this product. And I don't think off rip, I don't think this is going to be good anyway. But you just never know. That leaves you with 19. Actually, let's see. You know what? If this is right, let me look at something here. Let's make sure this is right. Nah, that ain't right. Because this one is only 7 ounce. And this one is 28 ounce. No good. All right. So we moving on. Let's see. Yep, you right. You already own it, Tim. Let's see here. Some of y'all better than me. I'm out here lunching. You done already moved on. And I'm glad. I'm very happy to demonstrate that. I am proof. You don't have to be the sharpest tack, man. You don't have to be the smartest person in the room. What you got to be is able to generate 30,000 plus a month. And I can do that. But hey, it feels good to be around smart people. If I'm the smartest person in the room, I might be in the wrong room. So keep helping me out, participating. Let's see what else is going on. No. I tell you what, I've been wanting to get into these for a minute. People eat the mess out of these. If you can make the numbers work, let's look into it. You're not going to get, it's gone. See there? You're not going to get the best margins with it. But man, I've been wanting to get on these. It's particularly this little 7 ounce. I'll get into that later. Let's see. Coffee is always good if you can make it work. Aloe vera. Yeah, that would be on the tight side. But I work with a. No, forget that. That's 32 ounces. That's too heavy. Well, maybe not. Let me see. It's liquid and it's going to be around, you're going to, until you pack it and everything, you're looking at 3 pounds. I don't know. It's got a nice keeper chart. And a lot of people might stay away from it for those very reasons. Sometimes when you're a small guy, you got to get into the stuff that a lot of people turn away. Let's look into it. Because if y'all trying to figure out how did I double my revenue just in the past, I don't know, 2 months, I had to get more aggressive. I had to do the things that others don't to have tomorrow what others won't. Let me see, 8%. That leaves you with $11.99. Nah, not enough on it. But at least we looked at it. You never know. Sometimes, guys, sourcing, a lot of times it's not about every time you walk away with something. Because what it's really about is it's about increasing your awareness. And that's what happens. You become more aware of what's going on. Let's see. Absolutely, Tim. Us working together can make even more money for all of us. We all got our strengths in different areas. We can form together like Voltron. But when we're doing all this sourcing, you're gonna spend a lot of hours, and you're not gonna. It's gonna feel like you're not coming up with anything. Don't be discouraged. You'll get there. You're becoming more aware. They asked Buddha, "Are you a god?" He said, "No." "What are you?" He said, "I am aware." Let's see. We'll see if we can find one more, and then we're gonna wrap. We coming back tomorrow anyway, so it ain't even no thing. Anybody got any final questions while we're looking for one last lead? Anybody got any comments? Don't forget, sign up for that Snackfood Symposium. It's a free webinar. Tell you how to get into the snack food industry. Don't forget to sign up for the free Tactical Arbitrage course. Let's see. 9-4. That ain't no good. Karen said, always fun to source. Thanks. I tell you what, Tim, I made a promise. And, you know, I'm like Luther Vandross. I don't make no promises I can't keep. Although I might not be able to keep it all the time, but the promise I made was I'm going to come out every day whenever I can. And so far, that, I can carve out of my day, I can find a half an hour, 20 minutes, 15 minutes. If you're going to be there, I'm going to be there. I'm going to have the energy. If you keep showing up, I'm going to keep showing up. And it's not that many people that are going to show up. You know what? That's okay. If you're going to keep coming, I'm going to keep coming. Because I'm not an excuse type dude, man. I'm not about that. You know what? A lot of people in my position, they wouldn't even came out today. Because you know why? Because I'm ugly. Yesterday, I just got a tooth extracted. The average dude would have used that as an excuse. Oh, I'm tired. I need to rest. Oh, I had a tooth extracted. I'm ugly. You know what? I'm glad I'm ugly. And I'm still coming out here. All that does is give me another opportunity to show up, to come up with no excuses. So all of that to answer your question, and I don't think I really answered it. Just keep showing up, bro. I need you. Let's see. I thought I could find one more. It's not looking good, but that's all right. Look at this real quick. Oh no, that's a pack of 6. Like I said though, it gets so much easier once you really niche down into a particular brand. That's what I have found. Yo, I appreciate it, Tim. I appreciate it. You don't want me to burn out, but you just got to understand, you still getting to know me. See, my name is Horace, also known as La Machine. There's no such thing as burnout. If there was a such thing as a burnout, that would have happened a long time ago. See, I've been out here since 2017 doing exactly what I'm doing right now. I'm not going to burn out. And I will tell you this, if I ever did, it would never be me that declares it. My body would just literally shut down. But I'm going to tell my body, you know what? Get your butt on up. You going on 56 years old. Too late for that. Too late for that. Get up and get it in. See, there's a lot that we're going to discuss, me and you. That's why I'm glad we're going to hop on a call. And but no, I do appreciate the concern. The only thing that I could really see happening is I might get to a point where I say, you know what? I've been coming out here on YouTube. I'm never going to stop with YouTube in some way, shape, or form. But I might say, hey, what we're doing right now, getting together and literally getting to the bag, putting the work in, maybe that's just for the few people that really want this. I might get to a point where I say, I don't need to put this out there for everybody because most people don't watch anyway. I can focus exclusively on the people that want to get to it, that have shown me over time. The cream always rises to the top. You guys are going to show me who you are. And I might say, hey, let's take the real cats and we're going to take this to somewhere else. I have other platforms where I host, and I can host somewhere else. But we'll see. That's about the only other thing I can see really happening, bro. I've been doing this for a long time. Let's see. Now, if somebody was really paying $16 for a jar of mayonnaise, a 30-ounce jar of mayonnaise, that you could get for $6 at Target. I don't know if I'm ready to believe it. Yeah, that sounds more like it. Let's see. Well, I see $14. Let's see something. Let's go. Data. Let's go offers. Let's go historical. I'm not seeing any sales in the last 30 days. I mean, it sounded good. I want to believe it. Looking at this keeper chart, I want to believe it. But again, I would have to be very, very strategic with this. And that's something we can talk about when we hop on our call. How to be strategic. It's all about figuring out how to grow. So we're going to wrap up. Looks like there are no other questions. Looks like we've been on. Oh my. An hour, almost an hour and 20 minutes. So we did some work. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up, hustlers. Like I said, wait, somebody said something. Mayo is a everywhere thing, I learned. Can you elaborate on that? You're saying that it's something that we can make money on all the time, or let's see. Oh yeah, check it out. A view, if I pronounce that right. Yeah, you can go back and check this out. Don't get lost though. We got over 500 videos out there. And I'm coming back tomorrow. I don't know. Now I have to work. I work my regular job tomorrow. I'm on Eastern time, and I'll be breaking out around 2:30. So I'll probably go live from like 2 in the afternoon to 2:30, right before I bounce. Yeah, I see what you're saying. You're right. You can grab that off the shelf anywhere. But yeah, we gotta start getting into it. People eating this junk. All right, hustlers. Oh yeah, absolutely. That's where the money is. Because people want that taste of home. They move, and nowadays you can get whatever you want mailed to you. You move into areas where you might not be able to get a particular brand. You don't have to settle. Yeah, you're right. Some things will surprise you. Especially if you're new to this game, you'd be like, what? People paying that for that? It's crazy. Love you all though, man. I cannot express enough how much you mean to me. I mean, you mean the world to me. Thank you so much for coming out. Please continue to rock with me. You know, tell other people that might be interested. Let them know. You know, you got what? You got a lot of people. Hold on a second. You got a lot of people. They just not coming together. They're not. They talking all this stuff about the money you can make and all the possibilities and potential and all that. Yo, look, let's just get to it, right? That's what I'm about. I hope this resonates with people. I'm over it. I'm over these gurus talking all this theory. No, roll your sleeves up right now and let's do it right now. Not after I buy your course, not after I sign up for your mastermind, not after I pay you money. No, if you already get into the bag, then why are you trying to get mine? Am I saying that it's unreasonable to ask for a fair price? No, I'm not saying that. But I'm just saying that maybe I see it wrong. Y'all tell me if maybe I'm missing it. I just don't understand how these people are out here talking about how much money you could be making. Okay, well, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? All right, y'all. I done talked enough. I'll never shut up. You know that. So I gotta go. Tim, I'm about to call you right now. La Machine, I'm out.